always fun, and we took down the Necromancer in that challenge, so that was fun too. So we're going to go over a couple of things here. I just want to touch base on some of the updates that's happening. As you're aware, the Kickstarter campaign for Rise of Empire is in full gear. We're breaking through as far as like opening up add-ons. We're getting, I think someone said 20 some add-ons we've already opened up, which is pretty darn cool. The other nice thing too is they've opened up the floodgates as far as things that you can do as add-ons if you want to order. So if there's like old expansions you missed, or certain things like the Lost Fleet command deck, that's something that used to be Kickstarter exclusive. You can order it on there as a backer. And one thing too I just want to stress too is if for some reason Rise of Empire itself isn't something you're necessarily interested in, you can still back the project and order just add-on stuff. I know people that will just go on there and they'll just order like sleeves and they'll do whatever else because they offer all that stuff on there too. The Star Realm sleeves are pretty good price. It's like $5 for a pack of sleeves. And I think there's, I want to say 80 sleeves in a pack. So you don't need to buy well, you do need to buy a ton if you're like me and you have like all these cards and sets. So when Rise of Empire finally comes out, that's going to be a whole lot of sleeving to take care of. But also waiting for that all foil set Deluxe Nova collection. That is, they just put a announcement out there that they're on the ship, or they're going to be on the ship in the next couple days or something like that. They expect it to have it stateside, and I think shipped out or delivered. I can't remember which way Rob posted it. But like to at least people in the States in September. And then obviously from there, it's usually just a little bit later, they'll have it out to Europe and things of that nature. So very excited for that. I got to see those Deluxe Nova cards in person at Origins, and they are gorgeous. It's some of the best foiling I've ever seen. I've seen a lot of foiling on different games like Force of Will and Magic Gathering, Pokemon and all that stuff, and these are just absolutely gorgeous. It's the detail that they went through on these is phenomenal. So looking forward to both of those items. Specifically for Hero Realms, I wanted to go over, there's an update here with the ranking that we did get to experience yesterday, and that is where now they've kind of changed it a little bit, so it's a little more challenging, and higher ranked players have a greater risk when they lose to lower ranked players, and vice versa. Lower ranked players have a more reward available to them if they beat a higher ranked player. So you could potentially, instead of just losing 1 star or gaining 1 star, it could be multiple stars. So yesterday I played my like silver 1 wizard versus I think a diamond or platinum level character, and I actually gained 2 stars when I won that match as opposed to 1, so that was pretty darn cool. VQ in the house, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for bringing the crew over with you. Appreciate you doing so. Guys, anyone here that was before that, if you're not aware, VQ is also a Realms streamer. She does stream Star Realms on Thursday evenings, 2 hours before my stream. So check her out, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. And she also does stream other nights with Variety Gamer. Streams Elden Ring, streams a bunch of other games. So definitely make sure to check her out. Thanks for stopping in. Let me see if this is going to work. It's always hit or miss, and the command does work. Very cool. So make sure you stop in, check her out, throw her a follow. I was able to stop in there earlier, enjoy some of the fun, and lost in my battle against the VQ this week. I got a little greedy with the trade and the scrap. I only lost by 1 hand, so that's always a bonus. So there's nothing, too depressing about that, but I still lost. Still counts as a loss. Anyways, no, it was a good fight. So yeah, we're just talking about, for everyone coming in, we're talking about some of the changes with Hero Realms, with the ranking, with the stars, how now it can be more than 1. And last night, as I mentioned on the Wise Wizard stream, when I beat someone that was much higher ranked, I gained 2 stars for that, so that was pretty cool. So we're going to go and hop over here. We'll play a little bit of Hero Realms. I played quite a bit yesterday's stream, so I don't know how much we'll stick to that. We might jump over to Star Realms a little quicker than normal. So let's go ahead and take a look here. I don't have any current challenges in queue. So we'll go ahead and we'll just get a random game in here. And who do I want to play as? let's take a look here. So let's do player, let's do real time, let's do down level. Let's play my wizard again. Let's see who I end up battling. And maybe we can battle someone that's much higher rank and see how that works as far as like losing or gaining stars for the difference. Like I said, I happen to, because my characters are not ranked at all really. So here you go. So I'm playing against a level 4, or no, I'm sorry, he's 4-time prestige, I think, or something like that. Okay, so this is a maxed out, not quite maxed out, because this is only 3. Okay, so we're not playing quite maxed out. But this is a complete fighter damage build, going for the 12 damage there. Shoulder smash for 3, he's probably going to go 4, or they're going to go 4 after that. So they're able to go first, take that death touch and a taxation. I've got to pay attention here. I have the habit of not paying too much attention like I should. I'm going to grab Influencer 1. That's a little too good for me to pass up. I'm also going to grab... let's take a look here. I'm going to grab Intimidation. And I am going to also pick up this taxation. I want to get lots of actions. I can't kill his guard unless I pop my thing, which I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to put it into this hand. And unfortunately, I did not get there. Catchnomo, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you hanging out this evening. Good evening to you. And Poopsman, I didn't see you there. Good morning to you. We've got a lot of international viewers. And one thing I find too, because I stream a little bit later than some of the other streamers, is I do get some of the European crowd who's just waking up and getting their day started. So I do appreciate you guys hanging out. Let's go ahead and let's pick up that wolf form. And actually, oh, of course. So, all right, let's go ahead and let's just play these items. Our opponent's getting lots of free damage on us right now. Let's go ahead and see if we can't catch back up. Now, fortunately, I'm playing a little different wizard build than I normally would. Normally, I play with the one that lets me draw a card and I gain life. I'm playing with the one that lets me dig further and so cost me life. So we'll see if that ends up hurting me. Now, I do have 2 actions with the Blazing Staff here, which is very nice. Let's see what we can get up here and do. We can pick up that recruit, which wouldn't be the worst thing. Though our opponent did get they have 2 scrappers. Okay, so that's bad news for us. So we're in a little bit of a tight jam here. I am actually going to go ahead and dig. And let's take a look at what we would like. Let's go ahead and let's take the Intimidation now. Let's stack up our gold for next turn. And let's play these cards out. Let's just gain the life here. Let's pocket the gold for next turn. Let's get a big hit in here. Let's try to stay competitive this game. So we did hit him with a discard with that wolf form, so they've got to make that decision. But I've got to be careful because at any time, this character can drop 15 damage on me just with their abilities. So that's what you have to be careful of. It's rough when you're a wizard and you've got a low life total. And like this build here, obviously I took... Oof, this is... As much as I want to take Kraka, I can't pass up Rampage. Rampage is just a little too good. And this is interesting. There's not a single champion that they have out, and I'm considering dropping my Fireball on them. Let's pocket the Fireball. Or the, But you know what? It's going to be at least another turn before they see it. I'm going to risk it. Let's go ahead and do this. I may regret this. But with my Fireball, I can lock out the row. Oh no, we're even lower level, so I don't have my max Fireball. Oh, so I really should pay attention. So not a hard choice there. That would have been really bad if I would have done that. And yes, I totally would have done that without even realizing it. It'll be Green Bay the week after next. Very nice. Dan is right near me here in the area. He's just on the other side of the lake. We are unfortunately going to be one trade short of getting Grok. Grok is really what I want. Grok is the bomb diggity. Let's see maybe if I can make something happen here. I think it's going to be worth digging. Why did I play out so many cards? Ugh. Okay, let's just go ahead and do that. Let's just get a big hit here. I shouldn't have played out so many cards. Staff's going to be hurting next turn. Wow, this is really tough. I shouldn't have played out all those cards like how I played it. That's okay. Let's go ahead and let's just play it out. Let's get the big hit in here. Let's grab a recruit. That's not a terrible card at all for the wizard, even though it's a little bit late. And then we're going to pass turn. Dan says he's going to stop in the area. He's going to visit the Brewers at no longer Miller Park. It's American Family Field, which is terrible. It's still Miller Park to everyone that lives here. Very cool. Miller Park is special. It's one of the top rated stadiums in the country. I think it's like in the top 5. It's relatively new. It's less than 20 years old for sure. Maybe it's only 15 or so. I can't remember. Okay, so now we are in the danger zone. So basically we're dead next turn is what we're looking at. So we've got to do some things here. So let's, unfortunately, we got to play those 2 gold that way. That's Soul Channel. And we drew absolute junk. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Draw one there. We did not get into 2 actions. This is so bad. We're not remotely threatening them for the kill. I don't think that makes a difference. I think we still just flat out lose here. That's unfortunate. Yeah, because they kill us just with their abilities. 15 damage right there. Been passed but never been. Yeah, it's definitely a must stop. And it's a good time. So like I said, it's a great stadium. Good parking. It's nice compared to some of the other stadiums I've been to. And it's right off the highway. It is so close off the highway, so you don't have to drive far. So unfortunately we did lose there. That stinks. Especially that was just a rough start. Maybe we should have gone a little more aggro to start out. I'm not sure. But that's okay. So let's go ahead and get one more real-time game in here. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to run that wizard out there. Just run him out in traffic and see if he gets hit by a car. And then I think if we don't get... Normally there's a good Heroes crowd that comes in here. I don't think they're around this evening, so if they're not, that's perfectly fine. We'll get over to that Star Realms. Oh, against O'Reilly. So this is a player that I'm very familiar with. I've played against them for years and years in Star Realms. And they are definitely rocking it in Hero Realms as well. So we're also, once again, not fully maxed out. Okay, if I do have my full Fireball, I Explosive Fireball. I'm assuming they have Mass Resurrect because that's what everyone's doing right now. Oh no, Divine Resurrect, which is still pretty good. The Helm and Bless the Flock. Bless the Flock is pretty good. Okay, so let's figure out what we do. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 if it was an action. So we know we can't get to 8 for sure. Our opponent did take Recruit and Death Touch, my goodness. So let's go ahead and grab Kron. And we can grab Profit for 0. I mean, there's no reason not to. Of course, there's a Spark. Do I risk it to draw a gold? I have a 2 out of 5 chance of not getting the gold. But I keep the spark away from them, and I'm gonna do it. Of course we draw the staff. Of course we draw the staff. So we're going to pocket the staff for next turn. That hurts, because now we popped our skull, and we did basically nothing good with it. That's unfortunate. So we lost a 2 trade card, gambling to get a spark. But with this much green, I mean the whole board's green, plus we've got a Kron, I think we had to go for it. So hopefully our opponent, so they take Orc Grunt and Spark, that's rough. The main hope here is that they couldn't get Braylon as well, but there's a Rotto, my goodness. It is amazing how much good stuff is out there. So I am going to myself take Braylon. They're going to get a Rot, which is unfortunate for me. So let's play Ignite, which is enough to kill this champion. We don't want to kill that one. Let's pocket the staff again. And I think we're off to a little bit of a rough start here. Oh my goodness, that is a terrible hand for the staff. But it wouldn't really be doing us anything right now anyway, so we can alright, so they do get that Rot going. So the nice thing about pocketing a staff here now is we have 6 if we want to pick up that Word of Power, which I'm seriously considering, but there's a Dire Wolf out there. I think we're just going to grab that instead. So let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would leave it short. Well, let's drop. Let's drop the staff. Let's pick up the Dire Wolf. Let's pocket the gold. Even though we're going to leave their champion out there, we're going to take the damage. It's also giving them an opportunity to buff that champion now if they want. But I want to give myself a maximum purchasing options here. I would like to pick up that Word of Power. If they take that, I want to see what else ever drops here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6, 7, 8. If they can't kill our champion, we can get Grok. I'm not counting on our champion still being here. But if that were to be the case, that would be pretty awesome. So we'll see what happens there. Joel, WWG, official last name. Don't let him tell you otherwise. Thanks for stopping in, Joel. Appreciate you hanging out. Joel, as you may know, if you're on any of the Discord servers for Wise Wizard Games, he is the glue that keeps it all together. He is the grease that keeps the wheels turning. Thanks for stopping in, Joel. Appreciate you and everything that you do. Keep our games up and running. Thanks for putting up with my messages too when I'm whining about stuff. My stuff's broken, Joel. Fix it. Alright, so Aurelia is... Okay, there we go. Now they're going. So that's the other thing too with... yeah, we're going to lose our champion there. With Hero Realms, how you can take things back. So because of that, sometimes it looks like the game's lagging, but it's getting them to a point to where they could no longer take something back before it shows you anything. It took me a while to kind of like understand like what was taking so long, what was happening. Hang on, I'm going to undo playing some of that stuff here. I don't need to play all that. So I'm going to pick up Word of Power. So I'm going to make sure I just play just the stuff I need for that. Death Touch. Okay, so now we're going to grab that. And then we are going to Firebomb. Unfortunately, we're going to kill his Runos. Well, we got 5. Oh, we don't need to, actually. Okay, that actually is kind of cool. We can still save that. Let's pocket that Ignite. And let's pass turn. So because they didn't use their Bless ability, I was able to take all 3 of those champions out. Now they do get to use their Helm ability, which kind of stinks. They're going to get to draw. Double dubs. I am doing alright. Speak of the devil. We're just going over some of the changes here, and I was just talking earlier about the star change. So I don't know if you've had a chance to enjoy or not enjoy that change. I actually only lost one game on stream. I didn't actually play a lot of challenge streams or challenge games. We had a bit of a little mix. We did some Star Realms, hit some Hero Realms. I did lose to Zembu. Zembu took me down, took some credits off me. Not off me, off a Wise Wizard, so it's not my money. I don't mind spending it. So let's go ahead and take a look here. Let's grab this Elven Curse. Oh, Deception shows up. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so let's go ahead and use the Soul Channel. We haven't been taking advantage of that too much this game here. Alright, we've got a Word of Power. Do we want to use that now, or do we want to save that? So if I put it back, there's going to be a 7. They're going to draw. It's going to cycle the deck. Let's leave it there, actually. Okay, let's do that. Let's leave it there. Let's go ahead and play the cat. We're not going to... Well, we could buy that recruit right now. I think we are going to buy that recruit. Because we're going to need this. And also, I would like to keep that away from the Cleric player. Let's play one of these. Let's go ahead and pocket the Ignite. Yeah, so yesterday I played a random game with my wizard that's only like Silver 1 or something, and I beat, I think, like a Platinum or a Diamond player or something like that, and I gained multiple stars, and that was really cool to see in action, like day of that change came out. Just kind of experience that and kind of show, like, on stream how that works. So that was pretty cool. And then, of course, the first time I played tonight with it, lost to the old fighter. The old maxed out fighter versus the wizard. Okay, so now we got some stuff to contend with here. Ignite is not going to do me a ton, I believe. It might. We're actually going to ditch the Ignite. We're going to pop the Word of Power. And I knew that was going to happen. I was going to need the other action. Can't beat it, folks. You can't beat it. Like, you can just know what's going to happen. You can just call it. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're not going to argue grabbing a Deception, I'll tell you that. We're okay with that. Let's take a look here. So we can take out the Follower, take out the Wolf Shaman, do a little bit of damage here. I'm thinking about pocketing the Blazing Staff here. I think we will. And then we'll end that turn. So in a perfect world, we got our opponent's turn here with a nice low combat damage turn. Leave our champions out there. And we can get something rolling here. I don't think that's going to happen, but it would be nice. You know, it's always a nice thought. Put it out there. Play a couple actions. Maybe top that Deception and that Word of Power. Get some card draw going. Nope, we're losing at least one champion. Okay, that's not the worst thing then, actually. So I got 2, 4, 6. We have 6 trade right there at least. So worst case scenario, walking out there with a command or a rampage. I'm not hating that. Let's pitch an Ignite. Alright, what do we got there? Okay, so let's play a Prophet and an Ignite and a Blazing Staff to draw. There's our Word of Power that we were looking for. That's going to be a nice, big, fat bonus for us. Okay, so we've got 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh. Ooh, what's up, Grok? What's up, Firebomb? Oh my goodness, that is pretty tasty. Okay, so we've got a good situation here. Let's play the cat. Let's play the recruit. That's going to get us a 7. And we're going to be able to scrap a gold. So we're all about this turn here. We're going to grab Grok. I think Firebomb is easily arguable the better card, but I have just been in love with Grok for a while. I think especially me and Birdlaw spent a lot of time talking about Grok at Origins, and especially in our matches that we played against each other in the 5K event. And literally, whichever person between us that got Grok won the game. And I know that doesn't hold true and everything, especially when you're playing characters and things like that, but I've just been grabbing him every chance I can after that, and he puts in work. It's a big champion, it's got big defense, he does good damage on top of it, and he cycles. So like Torgan makes him discard and does 4, which there's nothing wrong with that. But just this extra damage that Grok does seems to be paying off for me. Wow, that is a big hit. Holy smokes. And I've got a garbage hand. Wow, their turn's getting even better. Okay, so their deck is coming together. They're scrapped out too. He is completely scrapped out of gold. So that's a bad time for me. Yeah, because our opponent, remember, had early scrap, early damage, and they've just been sitting at max life, just idling. Alright, so now they bless. Alright, so we're in a little bit of trouble. There's no lying about that. Let's take a look here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if we want to grab a action. Rampage and Commander out there. As much as I love Rampage, I think we are definitely in a position where we need Command. So let's go ahead and grab that. Let's pocket this extra gold that we don't need right now, and draw that for next turn and see what we can come up with here. So this is a little bit better of a hand. I would love to get Deception and Profit to pair up together so I can use Deception's ability, which is acquire a card. You know, you buy a card and you put it right into your hand. It's pretty huge, pretty good. Even if I don't get to do that, as long as I don't get smashed, well, I guess I can see exactly what they got here. Alright, so I'm going to get hit with at least a discard. They have no card draw, so that's good. Couple champions, but nothing like too intimidating. So I'm going to take some damage here for sure. Because we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, potential 11 damage. Which is nothing to sneeze at in my situation. And they're blessing as well, so it's kind of annoying. Alright, so let's take a look here. Let's go ahead and use Deception, see what we're drawing to. We're drawing a command. That's it. Oh, there's the Prophet. Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. What is up, Joel? Right after a game that you were probably streaming. Oh, hey, I didn't know that. Yeah, nice. I did not actually put 2 and 2 together. Well played, sir. Well played. Yeah, I was just what we're playing right now. I thought you were talking about the fighter playing. Oh, yeah, cool. I don't mind. Oh, is it 10-minute wait? I'll check under that. I think you can get rid of that. I think that's standard. Yeah, I don't mind you coming in here while I'm streaming. Feel free. I am definitely that person that if I didn't want you to see it, I would. Okay, so here's a tough call. I think I'd take Firebomb. But man, grabbing like Torgan and putting him into play is really tempting. Yeah, it's 10 minutes after your first follow, for sure. But yeah, we're going to grab Firebomb here. So let's take out the follower. Let's drop a Firebomb on the Wolf Shaman. Let's take out that Street Thug. Am I going to yell that for time here by the computer? Okay, I don't think I need any of this other stuff here. Let's pocket the spell component. And let's get a nice solid hit on our opponent here. Man, the gambler part of me really wanted to take Torgan to hand instead. Because it still would do 4 damage, but it would be another guard. It would hit him with another discard. But Firebomb basically drew a card, did 8 damage, and killed a 6 defense champion. So basically did 14 damage. That's hard to pass up. But man, I love getting the big green monsters out there. Any of the colors really, like if you can get like their top stuff. I would say obviously Imperial seems maybe a little light. Oh, there goes the Divine Resurrect. You got that Orc Grunt rolling. With the Wolf Shaman getting that draw ability. Yeah, that's funny. Again, played against Joel for many years and didn't even realize that's who he was. That's awesome. Probably have. Probably is actually mentioned it now that I think about it. And I don't remember what I had for lunch today. So I got that awesome memory. Which makes it really entertaining when I try to argue about something with my spouse and she'll say, no, this is actually what happened. This is what you're wearing while you said it. You know, and she's not wrong on any of it. Let's go and Death Touch out that gold. Let's get an action out there. Let's get that staff rolling. Nothing too great there. I don't really want to fill their hand up with that because I'm in the danger zone here. Definitely looking at potentially just dying here. I think especially if I give them another card. So 8, 15... Plus, yeah, we're dead. I think we're actually just dead. I think my deck came together just a little too slow. Oh, okay, okay, never mind. We have to do this. Hopefully we can draw into some stuff here. There we go. Let's get Word of Power going. Alright, this is our only chance to stay alive here. Let's get Grok going. That's going to get us into a Recruit, which isn't the worst thing. Discard that. Play the cat. Play the Recruit. Okay, so that's going to get us lots of life gain there. So that's very nice. Again, I think we still... Maybe we do use our ability here. Did we grab that Orc Grunt away? I think we do. Let's grab that Orc Grunt away. They basically have most of their champions out now. I think now is the opportune time to pop out that Explosive Fireball. Even though they're going to draw that card off that dude. They did have their other champion. I think that's their only other champion in their deck. Yeah. This guy right here is so annoying. Alright, so let's go ahead and do our stuff. Let's pocket that. Let's gain a life there. Running out of time. I'm not used to playing real time. Even though I do it on stream when I'm playing random. But... yeah, the real time changes things up. I tend to run out of time blocks. I'm thinking through my turns. I'm talking them out. Trying to figure out what I want to do. Where I want to do it. Alright, so Joel's able to Hammerlight. Does he have any more card draw here? No more card draw. So that's good. So I know he has no champions. But he could have lots of damage. Again, put me in the danger zone right away. And again, I keep forgetting about this Soul Channel, even though it's cost me life. I'm so used to having the one where you gain 3, but you only draw the whatever the top card is. I keep forgetting like this one. I can dig down 3 cards. I can pull something out, hopefully. Here's the big hit, and he's gaining some life back. And drew a card again somehow. Oh, with the Death Touch, or with the Life Drain combo. Does he have 3 more damage? What's this card? Nope. Does not have the 3 more damage. Puts that dude out though, which is annoying. Alright, so we're going to discard a gold. We're going to play a Deception. It's going to get us to a Lore Weaver, which is not super helpful at the moment. Let's go digging again. Command. Okay. Let's take a look here. We got to put these in the right order, get the most draws out of it. So I'm going to get command. Okay. I don't think you getting this still saves us, but who knows, it might. Play command. Play that. Alright, play that. Play Kron. Draw with Kron. Draw Orc Grunt. Draw with Orc Grunt. Draw with Humming Curse. That's not terrible. That's definitely better than bad. I think now we grab Torgon. Pocket the Ignite. It's not going to win us this turn, right? No. There's a chance. We'll see what happens here. And we've got only 8 points of guard out there, which is what's kind of scary. We did hit him with a couple discards, which is nice. There's some big damage and some card draws. So we're at 22 plus 8, we're at 30. So I don't think Joel has any sort of insta-kills. But he does have 18 damage at least here. And more life gain. So that's rough. Okay. So let's go ahead and Firebomb. Let's Word of Power. Let's cycle through this deck. Let's Torgan. Let's Soul Channel. I think maybe I should have looked at buying something first before I shuffled my deck. I think that was a huge play error on my side. Yep, I think that was a big play error. Okay, so I guess this doesn't really matter which way we put this, right? We'll draw this, we'll draw this, we'll draw that. Yeah, again, I think that was a major play error on my side. Draw onto this guy, draw there. Deception, draw. Command, draw. I think we are looking... Oh, I think we have it. Oh yeah, we definitely have it. So let's go ahead and get Wolfform to hand. There we go. All right, we don't need to play it out any further. We're just going to end that one. Oof, we'll get the victory music going. My goodness, Joel, what a battle. Good game, sir. Good game. Thanks so much for that. Thanks for probably, again, telling me who you were for the third time, your username. So, appreciate that. So I get 1 star off of that. So we're relatively close in stars then. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was like, I thought I was dead like 3 times in a row. So... Alright, I think we're going to hop over to Star Realms just a little bit earlier than normal. Again, we spent a lot of time on Hero Realms last night on the Wise Wizard stream, so we're going to jump over and get some Star Realms going here. Let me go ahead and load that up. And we'll get this up and running here. There we go. Excellent. Thanks for stopping in, Joel. Thanks so much for the game. Glad you stopped in here. Don't be a stranger. Stop on in again sometime. And once again, can't say it enough. Thank you for everything you do to keep our gaming needs satisfied and listening to us whine. All right, let's go and hop out here. Not a lot different with Star Realms right now, except for obviously like we talked about Rise of Empire and we talked about the update on Deluxe Nova Collection as well. So very excited to see both of those. All right, we got a challenge from Carlos. We have a challenge from Splatter. Carlos, I'll accept this challenge. I know you sent this a little bit earlier though. Splatter, I believe, is a new challenger. Yeah, it's a brand new game. Star Realms just came out. Alpha testing it right now. I got permission to stream it, so you should check this game out. Splatter, if you're new in here, thanks for the challenge. I will go ahead and check your game out first here real quick, give you an opportunity to play if you're around. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, it's not bad. It's very similar to Hero Realms. I don't know, I'm kind of torn about it. All right, so we're gonna go turn 1. So we're playing vanilla core deck only. I'm gonna grab probably what I feel is like one of the stronger player 2 turn 1 cards, is getting that Freighter. I really enjoy that, getting that purchasing power. I go in right away, especially this row where there's 2 8s, there's a 6. You know, we got some stuff we're looking at. Okay, so our opponent does take the Trade Pod and the Explorer. So I think our opponent's choices there were Recycling Station or Trade Pod Explorer. They just had a survey ship though, so they didn't have very much trade going on. This stinks for me because I really want that supply bot, but only because I have Freighter, I'm gonna grab this Recycling Station. If I didn't have Freighter, if I just had like, I I don't know, something else like a RAM that's like a one-time use or something like that, I probably would take that supply bot to get a little more standard use out of it. Our opponent grabs that supply bot, unfortunately, from us and flips over a pair of 5s, which leaves us with nothing we can do, unfortunately. So that's too bad. That stinks. But we'll take a look here and see what we can do now. Opponent has 7 trade, so that's very nice for them. They take that Port of Call and a Fed Shuttle. Our opponent's deck is basically looking a lot nicer than ours right now, but we're going to cycle into a Freighter and a Scout here. How I use Nightbot. So there's a few things I did with it. As you can tell, I have it set up to periodically put an advertisement out for our Facebook channel, periodically remind people to throw a follow if they're enjoying. The couple other things I've set up in there is like, obviously, you can set it up to automatically mute messages if like certain trigger words come out. That's like the main things I use it for. I think there's a couple other things I may have set up for it. I set it up years ago though, so I honestly probably don't remember half of what I did set it up for, but there's a lot of very useful things you can do with that. What I did when I first started streaming is I went online and basically looked at, okay, this is tough. I was going to grab Yop, but I see that they've got Battle Blob. Yeah, we're going to grab the Hive here. And there is a Brain World out there with Dreadnought. So it's mostly for that, to kind of handle some of that stuff, the automatic filtering and things like that, because obviously I'm not like a giant stream where I've got mods or anything like that. Hey Barry, thanks for stopping in. You actually just missed it. We just switched from Hero Realms. So we switched over to Star Realms just a little bit earlier. Matt the Cutter in the house. Thanks for stopping in, Matt. Good seeing you as always. And I think we'll just go with that Corvette there. Yeah, if you're going to be streaming, and yeah, I totally forgot you said that. I do need to stop in and check out your stream sometime. Yes, I would definitely suggest going online. If I see some of the videos that I watched originally, I'll let you know. I'll send that over. But yes, it's very easy to set up. Basically, there's just something you install, you make it a mod on your channel, and then there's automatic things you can set up on there. And it's kind of nice. You can set it and forget it. Yeah, just a little bit. But I did let everyone know that you were the one person that beat me yesterday and get those credits off of me. So you got those bragging rights. 5, we are going to get ourselves a Brain World. So there's nothing wrong with that. Getting ourselves a Brain World. Any time of the game. Early game, late game. You always want that Brain World. Don't let anyone tell you differently. They might say, oh, it's too late for that. It's like, no, it's really not. It's there. It's good. Alright, let's see what we can do here. So our opponent has 7. That's going to be a little tough here. There we go. Patrol Bot. So luckily they don't have 8 for the Blob World, but they did get some good, nice, solid cards there with it anyways. I've got some choices. A second recycling station to me is going to be a little bit overkill. I can grab that Blob World, but I'm thinking, do I actually need the defense as much as I do? Yeah, I probably do. I do have Hive to go with Blob World, which to me is awesome. How much yellow do I got? It's very little bit too, so I don't have a lot of. I'm just going to grab Blob World. Let's grab the big card. Bigger's better, right? Yeah, so Zembu, because I was streaming on the Wise Wizard Games stream last night, normally that's Derek or Darwin or Rob. So normally when you beat the person on stream, you win 100 credits. So I pass that information over to them, and how fast they are about applying that's completely up to them. But yep, you'll be winning 100 credits for defeating me on stream. So you can look forward to getting that. All right, we're going to go ahead and actually take this base here, and we're going to take the damage. We're going to play a little bit safe there versus drawing the 1 card. So yeah, it's just like if you had been playing against, Rob or Darwin or Derek on their normal Wednesday night stream. If you beat them on stream, you get 100 credits. Alright, so we're going to lose that recycling station here, probably. Oh, they are going to get rid of the protocol to kill the brain, the blob world. That's the card. I was going to get there eventually to it. Its name was somewhere around what I was getting at. Alright, let's take a look here. Let's go ahead and drop the brain world right away because that's what we do. Try to abuse that card as much as you can while you have the chance. Alright, so Fleet HQ. I actually have multiple cards that draw. That's the funny part. Just for the lulz. Fleet HQ in the house. What up? What do you do with the credit to Star Realms app? So there's a few things you can do. One is you can use them to enter tournaments. So Wednesday tournaments in-app are free, but the other tournaments throughout the week normally cost you credits to enter them. Another thing you can do with them is you can use them in the foil shop. They sell foils, and based on how hard they were to obtain, normally it's going to be like how much they cost. Like some of the foils are very cheap. They might be like 20-40 credits. Some might be like over 100, and like really expensive ones that were like you had to win like a weekly championship before to get it. That one might be like 400 credits or something. So they have different varying costs associated with them. Do we just go for the damage here? Wow, they could get a serious big hit here. I think I just go for the damage though. The apps in tournament, or the tournaments in app, are real time. That is correct, and that's kind of just the way they have them in the app currently right now. Obviously, as you're familiar, all the community run things can be totally different. They can be, obviously whatever we want. But for the sake of, this is what I was afraid of. This is. Jeez, are we dead? I think we're dead. I think we just died. Our opponent needs 5 more damage to kill us. I'm sure they have it. There's 2, so they need 3 more damage to kill us. There it is. Very nice. Well played, Splatter. Well played. I know you had a strong start, but I think like middle-ish of the game, I was feeling very confident there. Landing, all those 8-cost bases, having some good ships to back it up. But nope. So very nice. Good game. Good game. Zembu will take your challenge as well. If you don't mind, I'm going to go and run my... Actually, we'll run your game first. And then me and Matt will get to our best 2 out of 3 battle that we do every week on my stream. So let's get this battle here with Zembu and see if I can avenge my loss from last night. So I didn't even see what you sent. So you sent over all of top row, all of middle minus missions and frontiers. I think you said this is all the sets you own, if I remember correctly. So I do like this format a lot either way. But if I recall, that's what you said. So let's do a Frontier Hawk. Ooh. Let's grab an Assault Pod. And a Predator comes up there. My goodness. So I can't leave you a Predator and a Ravager. So I'm going to pop Smuggling Run for a Ravager. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing. But we're going to do that. So yeah, that's the set shown. That's what I remember you saying. Cool. I don't know, Zabud. Have you actually just recently started playing, or did you start after you started playing Hero Realms? I think I've seen your name around for a while, but I can't remember. Zembu is... Oh, Zembu's level 1. So Zembu does not play in the queue. I think that's pretty cool. So this is what you see is what you get. So this is funny because we were making a joke about this last year, I think it was, when they did or was it the year before? It was the year before when Wise Wizards did the multiple Legend events online. because of COVID. Like most of the convention stuff were closed, so they did the anyway. So like the one event, I made top 8 out of like 100, and there's like 130 players or something. And the 3 people I lost to throughout the day, like their combined level was like less than 10. And it's because those players, they mostly played card. They didn't play. Oh no, I should have scrapped first. Oh no, I was gonna scrap a Viper anyways. So let's put the Ravager back down. So Zembu is. I'm just gonna be annoying and take this Warning Beacon away. Zembu. Let's put let's do that. Actually, I probably should have got rid of a Scout now that I think about it, because I'm playing such an aggro deck. Anyways, so yeah, so it was just kind of like the people I lost to, like they played extremely well, obviously, but we're just like, why are these accounts like so low level? And then it turned out like, yeah, they're just really good players. They just didn't play in the app. Or like Zembu said, they're supposed to play against AI, but you know, maybe they play cards with people in person, whatever the case may be. So these games here for sure, you know, we've proven that like level, you know, high level means like you've dedicated a lot of time and you have more wins than losses, which is something for sure. But sometimes it's not always indicative of skill, but to stick it out that long to play it, you know, with all that experience comes skill as well too. But don't be discouraged, you know, because I know some people, they just get discouraged right away when they say a high level. I'm like, don't let that just automatically discourage you. So we're gonna do something here. I want to try to get the Hive Lord. Well, he has like no really extra trade. Okay, so let's kill the space station and the Union cluster. I don't really have much extra trade either, don't get me wrong. Alright, so that's going to get me into a Predator. Let's just draw a discard first. Okay, so that makes our choice up for us. There is a gunship there, though. Really? Do I just grab the gunship? Predator's so good. I'm taking the Predator. And an Assault Pod flips over for me. You know what? Pop this. Aggro time. Shift it into 5th gear. So unfortunately, oh no, we do have enough damage. I was thinking we didn't have enough damage to get through the base. I'm like, there's nothing worse than that. You got like a little hand with just a little bit of damage, and then you can't get through their stuff. Yeah, we've got some Star Empire going here. We'll always grab a Blob Miner, especially relatively early like this. Especially with events. Love me some Rose Scrap when there's events involved. And heroes. I'll be go fishing for them as well. Alright, let's get a double draw here. Let's get another draw. Alright, so let's kill these 2 that we can't buy right now. Grab ourselves a Blob Fighter. This is looking for another Blob Fighter. Hello. Alright, we're cool with that. We've got the speed aggro machine going here. And our opponent's going to be, unfortunately, getting some big things here now. And doing damage, and putting out bases. Alright, does grab the Imperial Frigate. Very good, that's exactly what I would grab there. Besides it being my favorite card in vanilla, that has nothing to do with it being a phenomenal card overall, and definitely I feel the right choice there. Alright, so 41-18. We've got a feisty game here with Zembu. But I know in general Zembu's got the better of me, so if I can pull one off here, I'll be pretty stoked about that. Alright, there goes the Stellar Reef and the Night Star. Ooh, Factor World shows up to the party. And our opponent has a shot of getting that. We have 0 shot of ever purchasing that. So but we're just short of ending the game. Give me that Unity Fighter. Yeah, Plasma Bot. So hopefully we don't whiff here. We do not whiff. Our opponent does have some life gain, but not enough to take care of it. So we should be able to take this one down here. Oh, they do a little bit of fishing. That's right, there are events. We're not going to trigger one. We're just going to take the win. Oof, good game, Zembu. Good game. I'm glad I got my revenge game on you there. Thank you so much for sending that challenge over. Let's go and hop over a game here with Cutter. So yeah, I didn't actually address Dubs. The foil shop is awesome, and I 100% agree. I want that stuff in Hero Realms so bad. I can taste it. Really, really, really want. Oh my goodness, our opponent was able to load up on the trade. So that's bad news for us. Let's grab the War Elder. I mean, obviously you want Sentinel. Not going to not take a Sentinel. But we are definitely behind the 8 ball here. Let's scrap that. What all did our opponent send? Top row, and then bottom row minus command. Okay, so we got events all over the place here too. So that's something to look out for. Oof, trade pod. Is it worth me blowing all this to try to get that trade pod? I think it is. I think I'm desperate here. And there's the Viper. I had a 25% chance of drawing a Viper there, and I drew the Viper 1 out of 4. So, not entirely unexpected, unfortunately. Just, oh my goodness. Alright, so we're just going to concede this game and go to game 2. Did not flip a Supernova, which is about our only hope there. So obviously our opponent takes Mega Hauler first, and then they just systematically go through and pick up each of these other cards. We'll grab that trading post, and once again I'm not flipping over a Supernova. So our opponent probably can pick up Mothership here. Nope, they get a repair mech because they don't have quite enough trade, and I don't even have 4 for this freighter. That's how destitute I am at the moment. Destitute, I said. So now our opponent is going to have 8 to just hard buy a Nanobot. They're going to Quasar into Mega Hauler, and they're going to pick up Command Ship. Man, I really need to bust up the Thero cards, and I need to get that side gig going. It's amazing. Alright. So we've got a handful of starters. So we got that going for us. Hey, there's a Fred form as well. Because why not? When it rains, it pours. I don't know. I know I've conceded games when people are overkilling me. I have done that. But I'm trying to think if I have actually ever conceded a game besides that, like this early. I'm not quite sure. I don't think I have. So it might be time to pop the cherry on that. We'll see. We'll take the beating here, and we'll move to game 2. There goes the Mega Hauler to the Mothership. I'm amazed, and is able to hard buy Fred as well. And now, once again, draws the event in his favor to get the Command Ship. Like, what? Yeah, this game is rigged. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we don't need that. Alright, let's grab the defense center. We'll play it out. It's a close one here. I think we might have them. Might have them on the ropes. Told you we had them right where we want them. We'll gain some life just to be annoying and stick around. There we go. But now, we might be dead this turn. Let's see if Dusto is correct again. So he's got free base kill with the mech and a card draw with the mech. Just in case you didn't have enough, we got the flagship as well. Hey, look at that. I called it. Our opponent's going to overkill the bejesus out of us too, I guess. That's cool. Hey, good game, Matt. That was a really close battle. And why did my phone think I'm talking to it? I don't know. I don't know why. But yeah, that was a very close game. All right, turn 1 trade mission. So when things look good for me starting, I get a turn 1 trade mission. There's a Fred on the board. And I can't buy it. That's awesome. Oh my god, like, are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. If I buy something with the smuggling run, I have a chance of triggering another event. That's the only thing keeping me from putting the plasma bot on top right away. Because there's a Fred and there's a Cap. I mean, we know there's big stuff. Whatever, there's always big stuff. But I'm gonna take the blob wheel and try to trigger an event, and we do not trigger an event. So we'll top deck plasma bot. Patrol bot's there. Because I was just going to take defense system now, but we'll buy a patrol bot. And we're going to give our opponent a freighter when there's a 7 and an 8 cost on the board. I think that could be detrimental to our game. I'm not quite sure. So our opponent has 7. So they get a turn 1 freighter when we had trade mission on our turn. Go figure that one. I don't know. You got me. I got nothing on that. Take that Fortress Oblivion. Alright, flip our opponent a Worlder. Unfortunately, we'd definitely love to have that. Opponent does get the Freighter. Oh, and they don't have it. Okay, so we'll grab the Worlder. And we'll grab a farm ship. So we do know our opponent will not be able to, or theoretically, shouldn't be able to buy anything too big this turn. But we'll see. Stealth Needle in the house. We will be happy to take that off the road, even though I don't have much going in my deck at the moment. There's a Hive Queen out there, which is always nice. Fortress Oblivion, get rid of a Scout. I would have loved to have a Viper to get rid of. So I think the Worlder's going to have to wait. 3, 4, 5, 6. We're not going to delay. We'll take the Stealth Needle. We'll take the Blockade Runner. We'll hang on to the Explorer. Alright, there we go. Do some damage. See what we can come up with here. Our opponent's got 5, possibly 6. Grab that Trade Escort. They hit a supply run. So they're going to top deck the Trade Escort. And they're going to blow up our base. Okay. Do we want to put that on top is the question. Is getting the more scraps worth the chance of not drawing as much of this stuff? That's the question. You know what? Sure. Well, hang on, because we do put an Explorer. Well, I don't think I can go back now. Alright, whatever. Because there's no undo button in this game. Because this game is dumb. Alright, so I think we want to keep that... No, we can pitch the Viper. Because we can just scrap it with the Patrol Bot. Or with the... Yeah, we're just going to scrap the bejesus out of our deck this turn. So I'm thinking about just doing the damage over getting the post. Yeah, we're just going to grab the damage here. We're just going to get as much, we scrap it out as quickly as we can here. We know we've got a race. We've got Fred with a freighter. That's probably going to be top decking a Hive Queen this turn. It's not a good time for us. Okay, it was Mini Fred. Oh, and Fred. Like, come on. Come on. So our opponent doesn't at least get Hive Queen, but they set themselves up pretty nicely. Grabbing that captured outpost. Okay, so let's farm ship it up. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 gets us Hive Queen. That's good enough to forego a scrap. And are we getting rid of that Explorer now? I think we are. Alright. We are down though, because our opponent is... we couldn't possibly get that Stealth Needle to go with the Hive Queen. That might have been a little too nice. We are at least going to do good damage. And again, once again, scrap out. So that's alright. Even though we're going to do nothing with that. But, man, we're just getting beat up. Just getting beat up. Alright, so Hive Queen into a farm ship. Okay, so we know... Okay, this is what we want to do. We want to Blockade Runner, pitch these two. Oh, no, because I don't know what I'm going to draw here. Okay. We'll farm ship there. Okay, I guess that kind of worked. And then... Stealth Needle, the Hive Queen. And then... I guess pick up the Embassy Yacht and hopefully another base before we die. Might be the goal here. Well, I don't think so, actually. I think we still just go all out. Yeah, I think we still just go all out. I think we're racing to the end here. Yeah, our opponent can only hit us with one discard currently. Well, they do have a Freighter and a Fred. So who knows what'll happen there. Our opponent does have 10 life gain possibly with Fred also. So that can make this game go more turns than we would like. Gets a pre-base skill, does get that 10 life. Alright, so we gotta try to kill our opponent, Nowski. I don't know if we have it. I'm just trying to figure if I need to buy something first. If I want to buy that Frontier Hawk. So this is 7. Oh no, we have it. I'm sorry. Math is hard. Numbers. There we go. Took me a minute to figure that out. That's for getting the damage bonus from the 2 Hive Queens to each other. So we're able to take game 2 in this crazy match with Matt the Cutter Newberg. Good game, sir. That one actually felt like a game as opposed to that first one, so good game for sure. All right, let's go and accept this game here. And Matt is going first on game 3. This is a saucy opening row here. My goodness. Trade pod. Very nice purchase with this opening row. I'm going to take the Nesting Ground, which I'm a big fan of. And I'm not going to put it on top. Let's think I'm going to put it on top there. I'm going to save it. And I think what I'm going to do now is now I am going to put it on top. And I'm going to draw it. I'm going to grab one of my favorite cards in the game, Hammerhead. At least favorite, one of my favorites in Frontiers. Frontier. I'm going to have a little bit of draw. It's probably just so bad. But you know what? It's early enough, I'll mess with it. And I flip our opponent a Cutter, unfortunately. Whoops. So our opponent does immediately, without hesitation, takes out our Nesting Ground. Which is okay. Make them use it early. He probably wanted the card draw early, though, anyways. But that also means most likely our opponent did not have Battle Barge. Or if they did, and they just want to use their thing for the draw anyways. Opponent's got 7. For me, I think it's a fairly easy choice right here. See what you got going on? What I got? Yeah, I don't think... Well, neither one of our things are affected too much. What you got going on? For me, I think it's still pretty easy. Alright, opponent takes a sure 4 and triggers a nice little warp jump for them. So now they can buy even more. Warp jump will help our hand for sure. So our hand's pretty weak. So Matt the Cutter takes the Cutter and takes a sure 4 and flips himself a trade mission. Like, how ridiculous can this turn get for one player? Matt, I would have done probably the same thing. I would have maybe taken Federation Cruiser instead, but I think the base and the Cutter is probably a better option. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe we just put that. Oh, I think it's not gonna matter. I think I'm gonna draw these both anyways. Yeah, that's right. Let's go ahead and draw. Just not gonna let me get to that 7, are they? They are not gonna let me get that central office. But I will grab the Fed Cruiser then. Obviously, I have to, no matter what. I got to keep that away from the opponent. Plus, obviously, a little life gain's not gonna hurt anything. Yeah, I think, arguments could have been made easy there. Which 5 and which 2 to take. You, of course, ended up with most of it anyways. That worked out well for you. Central office, if it didn't automatically trigger in the app, it would just... it will never have the respect that it has in paper, because in paper that card is a powerhouse, and it's often underrated, I feel. But in paper, to me, it is a powerhouse. I'm going to grab me an embassy out here. I'm going to grab me a war elder. I'm going to use, flip him up. I don't think he has green. Well, he does a little, whatever. Alright, let's see what ends up happening here. Our opponent pops yet another gambit to kill our base. So our opponent was very fortunate and got 2 base killing gambits at key moments where our opponent chose not to buy anything. Really? Interesting. I think our opponent's playing mind games with us here. I'm surprised they didn't take the orbital shuttle just because he's doing a little bit of a base build. It does have the battle barge as well, which leads you even more into wanting to do bases. And took the hive. The other thing I was going to say too is leaving the blob fighter. Very surprising. But hey. I was the benefactor of that decision, so I'm not gonna. Patience rewarded. Nothing too great out there. I'll grab a customs frigate. Of course, I flip them another even better base. I was gonna buy the builder bot, but I'm going to kill the swarming point for a trade mission. Well, I certainly do not want to give my opponent Freight Raft when they have a blue base. Could take I'm just gonna take the Freight Raft to the top, I guess. I guess I still end up with the builder bot now. So interesting turn. We'll see what happens here. So I don't know if Matt saw the photos of Aaron Rodgers getting off the plane in Green Bay, getting ready to go to training camp. All looking just like Nicolas Cage in Con Air. It's still hilarious. Rodgers is such a funny clown like that. Funny clown. Alright, what's our opponent got go up their sleeve now? We're taking a gigantic hit, I'll tell you that. Does grab Stinger. I was kind of curious if our opponent for some reason was going to leave Stinger. I didn't think that would be possible, but hey, you never know. Alright, so... let's grab that Star Market. I got some decisions here. I am going to grab this trade wheel. I think it's a borrower. Yeah, I can't let our opponent get that. It's just a little too good. I was gonna have another target, but borrower showed up and took a little more priority in my decision making there. Alright, Matt is taking all the 1-drops. Our base stays out there, which could be a good thing. We've got 2 trade. I am going to recycle bot into Scout. I'm going to buy Space Station. Fingers crossed, we're going to draw a base. Oh, baby. When it hits, it's so sweet. Right. Oh, and we drew the Builder Bot just in time for the discard there. Very nice. Blob Destroyer without second choice. Not even. Without a second thought. You know what? I think we're satisfied with getting one double scrap out of this. I think we're good with that. Alright, let's get a big hit on our opponent here. And pass turn. So very stoked to get Embassy Yacht to trigger one time. Getting it one time, it just makes you happy. It's like, just come on, just at least once. You can do it. Unfortunately for us, our bases are all going to go bye-bye now. And I've got multiple cards here that would love for bases to stick around. But that's not going to happen. And I don't have enough damage to take out any of our opponent's bases here. So let's take a look. But I can buy a pretty nice base there. Oh my goodness. Can our opponent buy that? Can our opponent buy that before us is the question. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I probably can't buy it either. Yeah, I think we just kill it. That stinks. Okay, so not much going on there. Yes. So it's funny you mention that, Yeti. I kind of thought that too. The first few times I did, and then I saw, I'm like, oh no, you can get from hand. Like when you do the sack, I guess it's kind of like the bonus, you know, because you're permanently losing a card, so they give you that ability. But I literally thought that too. I thought it was only from hand the first time, and I thought it was only from discard when you did it the second time. But yeah, that card almost always, like I said, if I can get it to trigger once for a double discard, I'm good with that. Alright, so this stinks. And I think our opponent's got us in a situation here where that might be game. Because we're not getting our cards to come together here the way we would like. A little Venfish in there, nothing. Let's gain some life. Let's kill the one base that we can. Unfortunately, our opponent's just sitting there gaining life. 5 life a turn off that Assure 4. But yeah, I think we're way too far behind. And our base stuff was a great idea. Oh, gonna say maybe we'll get something going this turn, but nope. Opponent's got to flip yet another draw event in their favor tonight. So many times. Let's play the Battle Screecher without triggering any events. Oh, we have no outposts. Okay, so you only need 6 more damage. I'm sure they have it. I don't know if they're holding. Yeah, they got 6 damage right there in hand. Unless they bottom decked one of those 2 cards. Just to keep me alive at like 1. Or he does have it and just slow rolling it. Alright, good game, sir. Good games. So Matt is able to take that down in 2 just disgustingly lopsided. That game was not lopsided like the first game was. I want to leave that. It was a good game until the last couple turns. And then I just had some bad shuffles together. I couldn't get anything going. But good game, sir. Good game. Failhorn for the Dusto player. And we will see if we can get a little revenge on Matt next week on this stream. But Matt does claim victory this evening. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? This needs gray market. That's fine. I'm just giving you crap. This needs gray market bad. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to grab the pod. I'm going to grab the fighter. I'm going to grab the stinger. Alright, we'll see if Carlos is around. If he is, we will play this one out. If he's not, we'll move on. Yeah, that was a crazy one. Alright, let's go ahead and get this turn in here with Lex. Lex is an opponent that I play games with almost every single day. Send challenges back and forth. Wait for the card draw here. It's like a little bit of a delay there. Oof. I like his deck much better than mine. I got lots of good scrap coming up here. Do I just grab this Parasite and call it a day? I do. And then we'll grab that Destroyer Bot. And then we'll hope this scrap machine does some work here. Alright, so we are open if anyone else wants to send over a challenge. Otherwise, I will certainly hop out there into the queue. What is, you know what I haven't checked out in ages? Let's go in the foil store. Alright, we're going to go in each of those. Alright, so we're out of there. What's the arena this week? Once per turn, you may choose a card in your discard pile and shuffle it into your deck. Okay, and I do like how they have it for free. You can normally, like, you play the first time for free, and if you don't play it again, then it costs you credits. But now they say, hey, if you have the expansions, you can play for free. Why not? Let's hop in there. So we've got bases, events, frontiers, colony wars, heroes. All right, let's do it up. There's no missions. Dan says, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up there. I want a piece of the action. Dan coming in strong here. Throwing down the core set. Promos, bases, events, heroes, fleets, promos. All the promos. I like it. And we got a little chaos, a little hero action. All right, Dan, let's go ahead and do this one up here. Good luck to you, sir. Oh, starting things off with the black hole immediately. Ooh, that's interesting. So I can still at least get a Fed shuttle. But if I pitch one, I'm going to take 4 damage for a Probot. Is that worth it? There's enough chaos in this format that I don't think it's worth it. There we go. Let's see what happens here. Opponent pitches 1, takes 4. Are they taking a freighter? They are taking a turn 1 freighter. They're like, yes, please. Alright, so we have 5. And I have a Fed shuttle, but I'm still going to grab Supply Bot. And I'm going to grab Probot. But I have a chance to get both of those. Oh my goodness. Did we really leave both of those for our opponent? A Blockade Runner and a Fighter? That could be deadly. Our opponent's got 4 though. They might just grab that Barter World. They got Freighter, Barter World. Looking at that Demolisher. See what they end up doing here. So they hit the play all, living on the edge. They do grab the runner, they grab the fighter, and probably get themselves an explorer. Very nice. Alright, so we are going to grab a trade escort and do some damage and pass turn. Leave that loose change on the table. Yeah, I hear ya. It's a tough choice. Oh, it still ends up with the goes for the Fleet HQ. I love it. Absolutely love it, Dan. Says, you know what? I'm going to show you how good this card is. Well, especially because he's got Blockade Runner. So he's got cards that draw. I have 6, unfortunately. I don't have 7. So I will grab Stellar Ray. Oh my goodness, lots of good 2-drops, 3-drops. So this board is loaded with sauce. It's a very saucy board. So the other thing to keep in mind here too right now is I don't have a lot of damage. So the problem with that is once our opponent drops down that fleet HQ, it's going to be hard for me to deal with it. Let's Stellar Ray. As much as I really want to take Star Market, I'm going to take Demolisher. And I flip him another ship that draws. So the goal here is to keep the card drawing ships away from our opponent. But we'll see what happens here. There's that fighter doing fighter things. Let's take Corvette, a patrol bot. Of course he takes Corvette. That is, to me, definitely the correct play there. We are going to discard this Viper. We're going to scrap that Viper. And I've got a tough choice here. I've got Patrol Bot. I'm also looking at Star Market and a Barter World. I believe we're taking that Star Market. Blob Fighter doesn't really interest me at all. I mean, do a Stellar Rat. We'll grab it. Dan is saying he's repping the yellow. Did he completely bottom deck that Fleet HQ? I think he did. Yeah, it's hiding down there. So the only nice thing is, if he would have dropped it this turn, I can't kill it. Because it's got a defensive 8. So now at least I have another shot. So normally here I want to do like 5, but I'm not gonna. I gotta keep the scrap game going here. We're gonna take a cutter. We're not gonna pass that up. Oh my goodness, Colossus drops. Grab that patrol bot. And a Night Star shows up to the party. So, you know, we got some VIPs in the house. Landlord showed up. He's here to collect. He says, hey, you're 2 weeks late on your rent. Pay up. Fleet HQ. Fleet HQ just gave him 6 damage. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I don't know where you got the extra damage from, actually. Oh, from the Viper itself, yeah. Alright, so Dan's able to pick up. Alright, so let's take a look here. Let's do this, let's do this. Can we get the Colossus? We're short. We cannot, and we can't kill Fleet HQ. Oh my goodness. That's really bad. Well, we know we have to take the Night Star. I'm gonna gain the life. Oh, this could be really bad. Oh, and there's the Star Fortress. So now he's got a 6 defense outpost in front of his Fleet HQ. I think we're getting Fleet HQ'd out here. I think we're gonna lose. Because that's like 14 damage I gotta come up with real quick. And we're getting hit with discards. So that's a bad time. Dan says, I can do 14 damage. What's your problem? So it kills our Star Market, so we're not going to get the damage bonus off of our cutter, unfortunately. We're still going to try to desperately scrap out, though. There we go. That helps out a ton. Clear him off the board. Get him out of here. And we've got the Colossus. Wow, did that turn just go from really, really bad to, alright, we're rocking now. That was a turn. That leveled it a little bit for sure. Keep me alive for a little bit. And the nice thing is he's got probably at least another deck, possibly 2 decks before, or hands, before we're going to see that Fleet HQ again. Depends how much card draw he has going here. Oh, he's got card draw, so it'll be quicker than I would like to see. Alright, see which way Dan wants to go here. There goes the Probot. Thinking it was doing a little fishing maybe there with that first purchase. Not quite sure. Maybe not. Alright, so let's go ahead and do... Just decide if I'm going to go damage. I think we're going to grab this Cunning Captain for the Night Star that we know is coming up. So we could have 4 trade here, but I really want to scrap also. So you know what, let's just do damage. Oh, hang on. We're going to draw a card. I'm going to take the trade. Okay. Because we can still do that, we can still do this. Let's take the Security Craft. Let's go ahead and get some damage in there while we still can. Alright, now Dan's going to drop a load on us this turn for sure. Blockade, do a little shuffling for him. I think he's got a Corvette hide in there as well. Let's see if he drew that. Popping some stuff out the road, doing a little bit of digging. Ooh. Imperial Defender with that Fleet HQ would be pretty nice. Grabs a hero, gets the discard. So that's unfortunate for us, but I think we'll survive. Alright, so he sticks with the discard 2. We're going to discard the Scout and the Supply Bot. We're going to keep the Probot because it combos to draw. Let's go for the damage. Trade Escort. Night Star. Debating if I want to save the Cunning Captain for the Demolisher. I think we will. Let's go ahead and scrap out the Supply Bot. Let's damage there. Alright, so we did not get the Demolisher here, but yeah. I was kind of surprised you didn't make me discard 3. I don't think it would have made a giant difference, though. Might have made a little bit of a difference, but not really. Alright, he's got some card draw. He's got some discard. He's got a Sentinel. Taking a pretty sizable hit here, 17 damage, and there's a base in our way now. Yeah, that would have been a good turn to get the Fleet HQ out there for sure. Alright, so we'll discard that. Let's Stellar Ray it up. Let's Blob Fighter it up. Got 3 blue cards. Landlord's coming to collect rent. He is coming to collect rent. Oh my goodness. Alright. Dan, you mind if I run this up here real quick? See what we can end up doing? Let's buy this Merc Cruiser. Yes, they do. We'll take that Plague Pod. Let's take the Defender. Let's go and pop that guy. Let's draw that, let's draw that, let's draw that. Pop him. We gotta get another card in here. Let's get a Battle Pod. Let's do this. I think that's all the card draw we got. That's no moon. Let's see what else we got going on here. Scrap that Stellar Ray, do that, do this, gain some life, do that. And that's a catch. That is a dodgeball catch there. Good game, Dan, good game. That game went wonky really fast there. We had some big hitters show up to the party. Knockout and endurance, a catch and dodgeball. Good game, sir. Good game. Can't forget the victory. Excellent. Thank you so much for the challenge. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, that was just... I thought for a little bit there that Fleet HQ hiding behind the 6-point outpost, that was going to stick around longer. And if it did, that would have won the game for sure. Just sitting back there. Yeah, Fleet HQ is such a fickle card, man. You can do a lot in the right situation. Sometimes it doesn't do very much. That game we got to see it do some big hits on us. So, all right, we will go ahead and hop. Actually, we'll just go hit the queue. We'll just go hit a new game in the random queue. We'll do a quick start and see what we end up hitting here tonight. Definitely been a story of ups and downs this evening for sure. I'm surprised it's actually taking this long to get a Q game. There we go. Speaking of that, Rob Stallone. Maybe related to Sylvester, we don't know. Alright, so what is Rob playing? Rob's playing... Interesting. Okay. So this is kind of an aggro, kind of not. I mean, I think I'm obligated to take the Stinger, but this combo alone kind of makes me think otherwise. I'm going to take the Obstructor. See what flips. I'm going to take the Transport. I think because the early turn resources there are so limited, I'm comfortable taking that over the Stinger. Let's see what our opponent does. I'm wondering if they're going to take Security Craft. They do not have to take Battle Barge. Okay, so we are definitely taking Security Craft. So Security Craft with Heroes is so awesome because you can combo blue to get 3 trade. And I've got a hero. So now I'm not going to use the hero to gain 4 life. I'm going to use the hero to get 3 trade. Alright, so our opponent grabs double Explorer. They're not interested in a Builder Bot. Or apparently an Alliance Frigate. Pretty huge for us. They have 6. Oh, they didn't take Bait Ship. I'm like, please tell me they'll take Bait Ship. So they did not take the Bait Ship. Maybe they will now. Okay, they do not. So we've got some interesting choices on our turn here for sure. I think we're just gonna go. So we've got 5 trade. Yeah, we're just gonna grab the old Siege Fortress here and be pretty happy about it. Especially with our blue-yellow deck here with a little bit of red and a little bit of green. We're not hating on that at all. Alright, so we got a Battle Barge beating us down. They do grab Commodore Zing. So that's unfortunately going to hit us for a double discard this turn. That's okay. I mean, it stinks. We're taking a lot of damage this turn too, also. I definitely should mention that. But not the worst thing. Let's actually kill the Viper here. I'm still going to stick to my guns and try to go a little bit of trade. I'm going to grab this Messenger just because of these awesome blue ally abilities I've got. That I want to have a greater chance of, right there you go, getting those to trigger. So I would love to pick up a second Security Craft, that's for sure. Let's see what our opponent's got going on though. What their plans are. Let's see if they interfere with our plans. So far they do not. They do not interfere with our plans. Alright, not too shabby. Let's play that action by Security Craft. Ooh, Hartman's out there. Let's put that Security Craft on top. If we get lucky, it'll pair up. Oh, wow.
It's Brittany, bitch.
That's right. Sometimes you gotta remind them who it is. So this is gonna be a really good turn. Hopefully they don't take Hartman, and they take Cluster, which stinks. I'd like to have Cluster, but so we've got Hartman, we've got all sorts of stuff here. So let's just grab Hartman first. Let's scrap the bejesus out of this action here. Alright, so we just triggered a triple discard, or triple scrap. Which way do we want to go? Do we want to base up a little bit now? I don't hate that. I don't hate it at all, actually. I've got a lot of blue, though. Is it worth me taking gate chip now? Opponent has 6 coming up. Maybe I should take the work height away from them. I like our life gain, though. You know what? Screw it. Let's have some fun. This is a random Q game. Blobot's out there. Would love to have Blobot. Let's take the gate chip. Bait ship has been purchased. We've fallen for the bait. I repeat, we have fallen for the bait. So they're probably going to do Blobot work height. Or they're going to do work height and defense system. I think you do work height Blobot. Oh my goodness, they do not. I'm surprised, to say the least. War Elder. I would love to grab Blobot, but honestly... grab the Plasma Bot, and we'll do a scrap. And get 5 damage in the house. No blue combo for this security craft. And Builder Bot's on top. Builder Bot's probably going to get scrapped out then. Oh no, we're going to discard. Which means Plasma Bot's going to miss, unfortunately, but that's okay. There we go. Play out that good stuff. Do we want the shuttle? Sure. I think we're just going to try to overwhelm our opponent this game. I mean, they're almost dead anyways. Well, we draw stuff like that, though, which is not that hot. But there's a Fred out there, which we have to trade for. Assuming we don't discard 2 cards. Or they take it. As I mentioned, or they take it. Bye, Fred. Nice seeing you. Always a fan. Always nice to see you. Alright, they're getting all sorts of good stuff out there while they can. And I'm literally 1 damage short of killing my opponent. So I'm going to Night Star it up, and I'm going to put Night Star on top. I'm going to try to trigger an event. I'm going to go fishing. I have fish out of black hole. That's funny. But now I set myself up pretty nicely. Because we have a gate ship with an alliance for gate. So we're going to gate ship something to the top. And then we're going to draw with the Night Star, which is going to combo and draw off the alliance for gate. That's going to work out pretty nicely. There it is. There we go. Don't need to drag that out against someone in the queue. There it is, Rob Stallone. Thank you so much for the game, Rob. If you were around out there in the world, in the universe, good game to you, sir. Good game to you. All right, folks, I think we're going to take that win and we're going to run with that. We're going to call her just a few minutes early this evening. Let's go find ourselves someone to raid here and see who's up and about. Let's go show someone a little bit of love. Evening. Just stop in and say hi to them real quick. If you like what they're playing, throw them a follow. Let's see who is playing what this evening. We've got Tech Knife is playing Star Citizen. The Britbeard's playing Marbles. That's one of Bax's friends. Lick Arcade is playing a little Shinobi. That's probably going to be pretty toxic in there, to tell you the truth. I don't think we're going to stop in there. But let's go say hi to Tech Knife. Let's give him a little love. So Tech Knife is a variety streamer, streams a lot of different games. He also streams sporting events as well. Does reactions and things to that as well. But anyway, so I appreciate everyone for coming out. Thank you so much for everyone coming in. Matt, as always, thank you for the support. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Double Dubs. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, Zambu. Thank you, everyone that stopped in. VQ, of course, for bringing in the raid. You know, we support each other. That's what we kind of do in our community. So that is great. I'm glad you guys all stopped out. Hope you guys enjoyed the games. I will, of course, be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. I will see you then.
They bleached my damn eyebrows in 317. I got white hair. That doesn't mean I got